welcome to my live kitchen, the show where I like to make online recipes in real time and never on time. So I thank you guys so much for letting me take a day. Had some emergencies to deal with. It's been a hellacious last 2 days. I'll get into that a little later. Let's go ahead and start what we really wanted. I'm really excited. When I polled on Monday, I've never had an unanimous decision, and you guys chose to do Al Capone's secret spaghetti recipe. Um, Al Capone, if most of you know, is the notorious gangster. He was known as Scarface originally, the original Scarface. Prohibition, gambling, hookers, bootlegging, everything. He was the man in Chicago. So this calls for 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 cup of parsley leaves, which I got the fresh parsley right here. 3/4 cup. I just lost my place. Walnut pieces. Got chopped walnuts right here. Hey. 2 cloves of garlic. I actually have 1 ginormous clove of garlic. Pound of spaghetti. I'm gonna start that here in a minute. 2 cups. Yes, 2 cups. You heard that right. Of olive oil, extra virgin. 3/4 cup Parmesan, salt and pepper. Oh, I forgot to grab my pepper. See, I grabbed everything and I can't believe I forgot my pepper. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, since I'm here, I'll grab this too. Do we have pepper? I always have pepper. I cannot find my pepper. That is insane. Maybe I have run out or used it all? Or misplaced it. So, whoa, my exploding spice cabinet, as per usual. That is insane. I have to remember next time I go out that I need pepper, and usually I put it away a lot nicer than this, but right now I'm kind of like, so just throw this away for later. So I'm going to actually use a pepper blend to just kind of substitute. So, got salt and pepper. And then a 1/2 cup of chopped tomatoes to garnish, and I just have a can of tomatoes right here that I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the water so I can start the spaghetti. Move this. This is beautiful. Hey, thank you so much. So I got my sink going with the water. Move some stuff for later. That way I don't salt the sink. So if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. Subscribing definitely helps grow my channel. It helps distribute my videos to people who otherwise wouldn't find my videos. And it's also completely free. If you really, really like what I do, please support my channel. I have Amazon, my Amazon wish list, Patreon, PayPal, and Cashapp in the links in the description. I have a GoFundMe right now. I just got that car on the road, and the starter went out last week, so I'm desperately trying to get that car back on the road. So any assistance with that would be amazing. So and like I said, the last 2 days have been absolutely hellacious. Anyway, I have the meme that I am working on this recipe on. Oh, got it. I got you. Wait, what does it say? One love, rise up. Any meat going into this? No, this is actually, I guess it's a vegan recipe, but I'm not sure about the cheese, which I don't know. I'm allergic to vegans. So there is no technical meat, but there is cheese. And I'm guessing there's eggs in the spaghetti. So while I got that going, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, garlic salt. Remember, garlic salt and garlic powder are totally different. I'm going to go ahead and salt my water. Just a little bit. There we go. So, hey, pepper. Not a lot of pepper, but pepper. Woohoo! That is not the pepper that I came for, but okay. So while I got that going, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start preparing my ingredients. So the recipe calls for, and actually, let me explain this real quick. I got this at the grocery store and it looked pretty dead. So I have had it sitting in water since Tuesday, and I had planned to do this Wednesday until all hell broke loose at yesterday morning. So it has been sitting in the water for 2 days and it looks beautiful and it's fresh. So the wilty dead parsley at the grocery store lived. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this up. And I looked into it because for this recipe, you need a 1 cup of parsley leaves, and a bunch of parsley equals about 1 cup. So, and I actually did not feel like pulling out my cutting board for this. So let me show you the cool little gadget I have here. I actually have a cutting mat on the counter. You can see it. And it protects the counter. It's not, it works, right? So let me grab a bowl. I forgot to be prepared. As soon as I grab a bowl, reach a bowl. So 1 bunch of parsley is about a cup of parsley. So, and like I said, for this you want, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, you want a cup. So, yesterday morning I got the strangest call. And this is not chopping like I thought it would be, but oh well. I got the strangest call in the world. And be very careful. I'm watching my fingers as I do this. From my neighbor downstairs, and there was no one talking, but I could hear her voice going in the background. And as I'm sitting there going, "Did you butt dial me?" And I'm kind of laughing, kind of giggling about it. And then I got off the phone and I was like, you know what? That was pretty weird. And then I thought about it and I'm like, something about that call doesn't seem right. So I got dressed and went downstairs and decided to check on my neighbor. When I got outside, she keeps her door ajar and lets her dog run. So the dog was out, the door was ajar, and I knocked on the door and called her and did it again. No response. I did this about 3 times and I said, okay, I don't want to come in, but I'm going to come in. And I walked in and I called her name twice, walked in a little further, and found her lying on the ground, absolutely pale. So I screamed, and another neighbor, who happens to be a former EMT, was able to come down and start performing CPR while I called 911. Well, when I called 911, of course they dispatched somebody. And I'm losing my train of thought. They immediately went into the apartment and started trying to save her the best that they could, obviously. And one of them started interviewing me, and I checked my phone. It was 4 minutes between her calling me and me dialing 911, which meant it took 4 minutes. It took 4 minutes for her to get some kind of, assistance. But from what I have been told, her appearance, and this is also from my neighbor too, was that she had been without oxygen for 15 minutes. So now, if that is the case, how did she make the phone call? And I mean, they even asked me 3 times, are you sure about this, this time frame? I'm like, here's my phone. Here are the... So that happened. She is in the hospital right now. We don't know what her status is, how she's doing. I have this well chopped up because of HIPAA laws. We're not family, and unfortunately, she lost her son last week. So it's perfect timing for disaster. And I got this. It's not really as chopped up as I like, but it's pretty chopped up. So that was yesterday. So I know a lot of you have been messaging me. A lot of you have been trying to contact me, and I have completely shut down since yesterday. And I do apologize. I needed me time. I'm going to try to get a little more active on social media either tonight or tomorrow. I'm probably going to share this video around, and then I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. Like I said, it's just been, it was crazy. And then today, they had a Halloween dance at my kid's school. Now, get this, if you can understand this logic. Tickets were sold for $5 in homeroom, first period. Only 75 tickets were going to be sold per grade. My kids are in 2 different grades. My son got to go to the dance. My daughter came home dressed to the hilt with her $5 as Bonzo from Poppy Playtime. And I worked hard on this costume. And she is hysterical in tears. Because my daughter is special needs, tickets were not sold in her classroom. So there was no way for her to go. So I have her at a friend's house, hopefully feeling a lot better. But that's just so unfair. So here is a hack that I learned online. I have the elephant ear of garlic. I have my parsley here in a bowl, setting for later. You can take a potato peeler, and as long as you have enough to grip, you can easily cut. Oh, I didn't cut the tip off perfectly. It's all right. I'll just peel it into the sink and it's gone. You can use the potato peeler on the elephant ear garlic to get perfect little slices. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And see, it leaves like nice little chips in the bowl. So that has been my past 2 days. If anybody has had a worse 2 days than me, I am so sorry. I would not wish it on anybody. And I'm so thankful with my neighbor that she is very much loved and respected. And when we talked to the hospital has called us. The police actually called because there was no next of kin. So they, I guess, automatically call back the people who call 911. And they are desperately trying to figure out who is responsible for her. So it's a mess. We had her dog again because this is the same thing that happened back in February. And thankfully, her daughter-in-law's her daughter-in-law's sister came and took the dog. So the dog is in good hands. Because to be honest, her and Judith hate each other. Otherwise, she'd be up here. So, with that being said, this has taken me a while, which is okay because the spaghetti is still going. But you can see how nicely my slices of garlic are going. And then once I have it sliced up, I can put it on the mat and just chop, chop, chop. But this way you don't have any really thick slices until the end. And like I said, it gets a little, when you lose grip of the garlic, it gets a little iffy. And then if you do lose grip, I just grab another angle and start again. Hi, kitty. This is actually really relaxing, and I find it's taking me a while, but in the end, I really do feel it's worth it because it just makes them very nice. And it's getting harder to hold, so I'm going to put it down here in a sec. But this way you don't have like the huge chunks of garlic and then like bites of no garlic. It kind of like evenly distributes it a little better. And I've honestly, I don't think I've ever cut myself on a potato peeler, but I am not ready to find out. I also discovered this week that I don't have Band-Aids in my house. So there's that. So I got this pretty down to what I can hold. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start chopping this. And again, I'm just trying to chop it as much as I possibly can. And I'm trying to hold it together while I chop. I mean, keep in mind where your fingers are. And then turn and chop again. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the little garlic chips that I made, and I'm going to chop them up the same manner. Make sure they are, and they're going to be thinner, which is going to be nice. Make sure that they are, you know, same size, I guess. My mind is gone. I am so sorry, guys. It has been, and it's spooky season, which is like, you know, my favorite time in the world. And all of this is happening. So I got this pretty chopped up. My spaghetti is almost boiling. And I'm really excited about this. This is a Sicilian recipe, and usually when you make spaghetti, you just throw sauce on noodles, and I mean this has some elements that I've never imagined. Like I've never really imagined putting noodles and nuts together. So I'm excited about that. I can't believe that he used 2 cups of olive oil, and that's going to be, whew. But you know what? We're going to do it. And we are going to enjoy it. So I have my parsley prepared. It's not as chopped up as I'd like, but it is awesome. I have my garlic, my 2 cloves of garlic, which ended up being 1 clove of elephant ear ready. My pasta is boiling. Well, my water is boiling. It is actually getting to the point that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the spaghetti. And I know everybody is on the fence with this. Some people break the noodles, some don't. The nuts give it boldness to the specialty when, added to the garlic. My train of thought, Ember is amazing. Any meat going in. Okay. I hope she gets better soon. But like I said, this happened back in February too. And this time, her son just passed away last week of, I forget what happened. But it's, you shouldn't bury your kids. If it's her time, it's her time, and no one has a say over that. But if she has to go be with her son, that's where she has to go. So everybody's divided on this. Keep the noodles whole, break the noodles. I break my noodles. You can send the hate mail in my potato, which lately has been pretty much anything. Like I said, I'm sorry I have not been social in 2 days. It has been awful. I mean, having my child come home absolutely devastated. And it's, you know, I understand that they sold out of tickets. They only had, like I said, 75 Halloween dance tickets per class. I don't know how you do that distributely. How you, like, distribute it evenly. especially when tickets went on sale this morning about 7 a.m. when school started, a little after 7. And they sold out immediately. But as I've understood, where my daughter was in a special, well, breaking the noodles is considered taboo. Oops. I've heard setting the timer for noodles is also bad, but I'm going to go ahead and follow the package instructions and set this for 7 minutes. But, yeah, like where she was in a special needs class, she wasn't even offered a chance to purchase the tickets, which has me on a whole new, that has me on a whole new level. Emails have already been sent. I have already blogged. If any of you remember what happened years ago with my daughter at another school, I am very well capable of epic hellfire. And I have no intention to not use it. So I have my spaghetti boiling. And while I have that boiling, I can go ahead and clean up some of my mess. And this is why I actually like the sheets. I can just push it into anything I want. So I'm going to actually go ahead and push this into the parsley bowl, even though there's some garlic still on it. But it's all going to go in the same pot. And then you just rinse it off, wash it off. It's good. So, cleaning up a bit. I think that's good right now. I could, you know what? I'm going to set up my strainer. Another thing is, I know I talked in my last video where I was just pretty much ranting that I had some new ideas and new plans for the future. I am still working on it. I just have I have stuff to sort out. But I do have my first recorded video, which I had planned to release tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to set that up to release tomorrow or Saturday due to the events of this week. Let me see how I feel after dinner. So I got my spaghetti cooking nicely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and when this is ready, I'm going to drain the noodles. And I'm just going to use the same pot. No use in dirtying another pot. And put this over here. I'm excited. Like I am really excited. I mean, this is the first time that you guys have selected a video unanimously. So, I mean, let me know in the comments when the replay goes up, because if it's a live chat, it will get lost. Do you guys want to see more crime recipes? More gangsters? More last meals? It might be fun. So, I feel like I should get those 2 cups of olive oil together, but no, I'm super lazy. 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil, like, makes sense. I cannot believe that I'm going to put 2 cups of olive oil in this. That is insane. So, yeah, everything else is pretty normal, but... And I'm wondering, maybe he has this set up in the... No, that can't be right. In the order that he put stuff in a pot. But the first thing is salt. Well, that could be true. I'm excited. This is gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So we have about 3 minutes left on the spaghetti. So with the recorded video, I'm gonna post it, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I don't know if it's my video editor or if there's something wrong with the program or the computer. There is a lot of choppiness when I was editing it. I don't know if it's going to show up when I post it. So if the video is completely unwatchable, please guys, let me know what went wrong. I would love the feedback and figure out how to improve, because you guys have said for a very long time that you'd like to see me do more recorded. And I was so happy. The video I have coming out is, like I said, it's my first recorded video. And it is Halloween themed. So I'm really excited. This has been a horrible month. I apologize because I expected to do something Halloween themed every week, and obviously that did not happen. So yeah, it's been crazy. So we have, the problem with my microwave is it likes to go off. So you actually have to hit the kitchen timer button to know what the kitchen time is. Give me one sec. We have less than 2 minutes. I could have used my phone, but I'm not that smart. So we have less than 2 minutes on the spaghetti. I'm going to check it when that timer goes off. And it's nice and fizzy, and the noodles are soft. And what is driving me crazy is I've been able to smell this parsley since I bought it. So I can't wait to eat this parsley. Excuse me. For whatever reason, I feel like I'm coming off a bad cold. So the first thing I'm going to use is I'm actually going to use up the last of my other oil before I open a new one. And then I'm going to use, oh, my pasta fork is over here. I'm going to use my pasta fork and I'm going to stir every ingredient in after I've drained the noodles. So let me move all of this so I have room to dump said noodles. And now it's just a matter of time. So, I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to see, definitely send them to me. I got to go ahead and I got to organize the poll for next week. I saw some really cool recipes that you guys have sent me. I just got to remember to add them to my little recipe keeper. The problem is you guys send me so much that if it looks like I'm not adding it, I am. I just try to add the most recent ones. And the problem is if I give you guys more than 3 options, hold on. That's still stiff. If I give you guys more than 3 options, you're never going to decide on anything. Let's be honest. Okay. So that one was hard. Let me try this one. Okay, that's perfect. If your noodles are not the right consistency, try again. All right. Which is funny because now it's coming to the boil that I actually intended it to, but whatever. Oh, and I used way too much water. It was way too much steam coming off. Oh, hot, 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 hot. And noodles in the strainer. I'm going to go ahead and grab these straggly ones and pick my noodles up, and I'm going to shake them. I'm giving you guys like play-by-play so you know what I'm doing off camera. I am sorry that this part is off camera. Maybe one day I will get a better kitchen. Actually, I will. That's not a maybe. It's just a matter of when. So hold on, did I already put the strainer in the sink? Oh, that is why it's clogged. Duh. I actually did something smart and it backfired. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my noodles back to the pot. And some of them are hot, some of them are sticking out, come out of my strainer. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add each ingredient. Like I said, I'm going to shake it up after each ingredient. First thing I'm going to add is about 2 teaspoons of salt. And I am just using kosher. And then give that a stir. And I'm stirring it just like, throwing it around the pot. And the reason I'm throwing it around the pot so much is I don't want it to stick. And then you want 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to eyeball it as soon as I get the oil open. And that's going to be about 1 tablespoon. Again, I'm going to stir it, and the reason I'm going to stir it after every ingredient is I want to distribute the ingredients perfectly, and I want to keep it from sticking to the pot. This is a pound of spaghetti, right? That doesn't look very filling for somebody who's a mafia lord or gangster. So, 3/4 cup of walnut pieces. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab my 3. I used it last night, didn't I? I did. Hold on. All right. My 3/4 cup, or my 1/4 cup, I'm going to fill it 3 times with these walnuts. And this bag is about 8 cups, so should be good. Whoa. I actually love walnuts. They're so underrated. Here's 1. And I'm not sure. Here's 2. If Al Capone cooked this himself or somebody cooked it for him. I mean, I love historical recipes like this because it's kind of a mystery. You know, what was the occasion? Who was here? What possessed you to put walnuts and noodles? That's a cup? Okay, this package says it's a cup, and that's only 3/4 a cup, guys. FYI. So, go ahead and stir in the walnuts. Keep that in mind. Make sure you get more than a cup if you buy the walnuts. I'm stirring it up, making sure that the walnuts are in the pasta and not the bottom of the pot. So then I got the pasta. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add the garlic pieces. Beautiful. And I like to use just a spatula. Make sure I scrape that all off. And my fingers are already garlicky, so. Raw garlic. 2 cups olive oil, please. I smell a lawsuit. Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm looking at right now. 2 cups of olive oil. Please don't start a grease fire. Well, making the spaghetti, make the IRS on me. Oh God. So this has raw garlic in it. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to have a bite. So I think the olive oil is going to calm down the garlic. So I got the garlic in. 1 pound fresh spaghetti. We got that in. Here we go. 2 cups olive oil. Like I said, I'm going to use the old one first. If you remember this is the one that wouldn't open and I had to stab it. So 1 jar down. And next, olive oil. Please let this one open. Aha! Please let this open. Aha! This one did. I didn't have to cut it open this time. Here we go. Of course it has like a restrictor on it. All right. One cup. And it is dripping everywhere. This is so much olive oil. I feel like a Greek god is going to show up and go, no, my child, that is enough. Okay, 2 cups. So there are the 2 cups of olive oil. That is insane. And I already used the salt. It says salt and pepper. No, I already put salt in it. So my salt can go bye-byes. Let me go ahead and stir up. Wow, there is olive oil at the bottom of that pot. Soak up. No olive oil at the bottom. Oh my goodness. This is so oily. All right, olive oil is in. Next, 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I got the fresh Parmesan right here. Now this is 1.5 cups. Let's see how this one is marked. So here is, and I'm going to heat it a little. 1. Remember, guys, send me your recipes because I definitely love doing this. And like I said, I might try to find some more crime ones since you guys really seem to like it. Here's a little more evenly than the last one. 2. And this bag seems to be legit on its measurements, not like the last one where they gypped me 1/4 cup. And you know what? If I go over, I go over. It's just going to be cheesier. And 3. There's 3/4 cup of cheese. And then I'm going to stir it again. And I still see like a pool of olive oil at the bottom. Which is like, this is like so wet, it's almost perverted. That is how wet this is right now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It is very wet. And it's getting hard to stir because it's got so much stuff in it. So I got that in. Next, I'm going to put that over here so I remember to wash it, but I don't get it wet. Next, I'm going to add, how did I miss this? The parsley I was supposed to add a long time ago. So I'm going to go ahead and add this parsley. Actually, I'm going to save that parsley cup bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this in. And I'm going to mix in that pepper. Where did I put the pepper? Pepper. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use like a little pour section because there's not a lot in this can. Yeah, there is not a lot in this can at all. I might as well just empty it. I hear you in there. Get it out. There it is. So, okay, it doesn't look like it's pulling as much now that I have like the parsley in it. But it's still very, very wet. And this actually looks very Italian when it comes to think about it. Which, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like parsley's delicious, but I guess it's kind of weird because when you make pesto, you use basil. So, I'm excited. And as a garnish, you're supposed to use tomatoes. So, give me a sec, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this can of tomatoes. Maybe. It's still not working. Of course, my can opener has been dead for about a week now. All right. We are going old school. Maybe. There it is. Oh, that's a bottle cap opener. Oh, there it is. All the way in the back of the door. So, tomato can take 2. And this sucks. It's insane. Guys, please remember, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Subscribing definitely helps my channel grow. It helps get me to different people. And it helps to make my life easier. Because I am trying to seek monetization. I love what I do. I should definitely have a shot at making it a life. So, and I think you guys enjoy it too. So, I mean, it's free. It helps everybody out. Basically, there's no reason not to. If you do really, really, really enjoy what I do, please remember to support me. Like I said earlier, PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Amazon are all in the description, including I did add the meme for this recipe on my Instagram. I have the link there too if I did not already say that. So here is my can of cut tomatoes that I'm just going to spoon out. Let me get my spoon and fork here. Whoa. Let me get another spoon. Okay. So I'm going to put my spoon here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pasta fork some of this out. Oh, wow. That actually smells really good. So here we go. I'm going to grab, I guess that's a plate full. And then I'm going to garnish with some of the tomatoes. So here is my plate, my bowl. Let's see how this turned out. I'm really excited. I love historical meals. I don't know if they're legit or not, but hey. Oh my God. So the garlic, parsley, and tomato have definitely blended together. And the olive oil helps the blend. But I did not taste the walnut. That's good. That is good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I will see you whenever I see you, hopefully next time I go live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.